and welcome to Pilates and Yoga with Sylvie. Today is the second episode of your Pilates 20 series, and this episode is all about your back. So let's begin. A few postures and exercises for the half of your back and spine. We are going to start in a standing position. So I'd like you to come at the back end of your mat with your feet hip width apart. And go down through the feet, soften through the knees and the arms. On your next inhale, take the arms up just in front of you, allow the fingers to separate, exhale to release. And while you're moving through the arms, just think about pulling the belly button towards the spine, engaging your core about 30%. You got 2 more. Next time, as you allow your arms to rise, let your hips sink back and your knees to push forward. Bring the arms down by the side of the body and just do about a couple more. So you start to warm into the knees and hips, the spine stays long, the chin stays away from your chest. Gauge up one more time. Let your hips push back and sink. Lift up and just find your arms reaching out in front of you. Allow the fingers to interlace. Show me your palms and press your palms towards me. As you do this, the upper back rounds, the knees gently bend, and look down towards your belly button. Take your arms up towards the ceiling, stretch up towards the ceiling. Relax your left hand and allow the right arm to reach up and across into a side bend. And then come back to center, reach up towards the ceiling once again, and take a twist towards your left side. So reach your left arm behind you, right arm in front of you. Keep the hips facing forward. Come back to center. Press towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And then breathing out. Relax your right hand. Stretch up and across into your right side. Come back to center. One more stretch through the spine, and then reach the arms, come into twist, reach the right arm behind you. Great, reaching up towards the ceiling. This time make sure you interlace your fingers, knuckles facing me, and then you're going to press into them. One more upper back, open into the upper back. Lovely, release your arms, take a little shoulder roll and step your feet just a little bit wider. As you step your feet wider, find your hands resting on your hips, relax your shoulders back and down, engage your core. Breathe in to reach your arms out in front, breathe out to relax your hands back, and then let's do 4 more. So as you drive your hips back, your knees pushing in line with your toes. Allow the chest to stay upright, the spine to stay long. And just 1 more. Let's start to get nice and warm through the core muscles and the glutes and legs. And as you come back to center, find your feet back underneath your hips. Allow your shoulders to resettle. And let's find a flow with your side bends. So if you've done this before, you reach the arms up towards the ceiling. This time the left arm, relax and the right arm across. Relax the right arm and do a couple more. As you reach the side, body lengthens. You stay heavy in the right leg. Chest and face stays open. And then come on back and down with the right arm. Repeat this on the left side. So 3 times. Relax and reach across. 2 to go. And 1 more time. Reach that arm. Get long straight through that left arm and relax back and down. Take a little shoulder roll and come on back and down into the ground with your roll. So tuck your chin towards your chest. Slowly start to roll down through the spine. Relax your fingertips on the ground, let your head, shoulders relax, and then exhale to roll yourself all the way back up to standing. So find that lovely roll through the spine. Relax the shoulders down, and just a couple more. Let's just lie down. As you start to roll down, just notice how your lower back feels today. Start to feel into the back of the legs, reach all the way back and up, and 1 more. Now, as you're coming down, open up the space in your upper back. Let your legs fold over the thighs, and if you need to stay up a little higher. Take a lovely inhale, exhale, bend your knees, walk your hands forward, coming into a 4.8 position. Stack your shoulders right above the hands and the knees underneath the hips. Relax the shoulders, tuck your chin towards your chest, just so you can get long in the back of the neck. Inhale your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale to take a twist, reaching the right arm underneath the left. And then let's do a couple more. So as you open up the back, or as you open up the chest, you are squeezing in the back body. The shoulder comes towards the ground, try to stay up. Feel the twist as you open, the crunch as you reach. 1 more time on the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, relax the hand down underneath your shoulder. Repeat this on the other side. So with the inhale, you open and reach for the fingertips. With the exhale, you drive under and reach across. Let the palms stay facing outwards on the reach and upwards as you crunch under. Just one more time, hips staying high. Find that rib pushing down towards the opposite hip. Allow the arms to reach and relax back and down. Great. Once you have that reset, find your leg is just in front of your fingertips. Feel nice and strong through the core, find a 30% engagement. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, the right leg is going to extend. So the toe stays down on the floor, and the left hand is going to reach out in front of you. So fingertips resting on the ground. Now if this is too much, you can keep your left hand underneath your shoulder. Otherwise, we stay here. Keep the spine long, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lift your right heel and the edge of your left hand towards the ceiling. Touch your hand and toes down, breathe in, breathe out, lift up again. And let's do 6 more. And up. Now the torso of the body is staying super still. You're finding the stability by pulling your belly button towards the spine, by keeping the hips in line with your shoulder blades. Just another 2 more. Flex into the foot, push through the heel, and then see if you can lift the leg in line with the hip. Once you hold the last one up, stay here, and only the arm and leg are going to go out to the side, and we're bringing it back to the center. And couple more. Good. If this is too much for you, I'd like you to stay with the up and down, come back to the center, and release everything. Well done. Now you might want to just sit back and have a little roll through that right wrist, one way then the other, and then come back. You're going to repeat this on the other side. So let's focus on stability, extending into the left leg, reaching through the right hand, or just stretch the toe fingertips down to start. When you're ready, take a breath in, breathe out, lift, and lower, and 7 more. It doesn't have to be a big reach. When you lift up, you're creating a straight line from the fingertips all the way to your heels. Your toes, your kneecap, your hip bone, and your shoulder all pointing down. You only got 2 more to go. And you can stay here for the next few reps, or you can come and take that little challenge with me. We only have 3 repetitions. So we're lifting the arm and the leg, palms facing the midline, and you're going to abduct the arm and leg away from the center. 45, back to the middle. 2 more to go. Try and keep the torso, the shoulders, and the hips facing down. And release everything. Great work. Hold the hands back towards your knees, sit back on your heels. Lift your left hand, and then have a little roll through the wrist, one way then the other. Great work. Coming back into the full kneeling position, walk your hands a little bit further forward and lower yourself down all the way to the floor. Now as you find the ground, just plant your forearms down on the ground with the elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms facing down with the fingers spread, shoulders pulling back and down, and just gently create a bit of pressure pressing the forearms into the floor. The spine is long as you lift your eye gaze in front of you. Feet about hip width apart, put the belly button to spine. Take an inhale. On the exhale, pick up your right foot, kick towards the bottom, and release your foot. Change side. This is your one leg kick. So you're bringing the attention into the back body. You can feel the lower back working here very strong, and also feel into the back of the legs, glutes and hamstrings. So the best kick coming straight towards the bottom. If it's a problem for your knee, just make sure that you control the kick. The chest is lifted. Most of us prone to collapse in here. So see if you can keep driving the elbows into the floor. Nice job. So let's do a couple more. Lifting up through the chest, pulling the belly button to spine. And then we're going to repeat this couple double passes. So 2 passes towards the bottom, one side, and 2 passes to the bottom on the other side. Keep the chest lifted. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more each side. Feel the integration of the back muscles as soon as you lift the foot off the ground. So you are feeling the squeeze and tension in the back. Last one. And release. Great work. Let yourself relax into the floor. Now first just place the hands underneath your forehead. Bring the feet a little bit wider. And then as you bend your knees, allow the legs to then go side to side so you can get a release in your lower back and hips. As you find your belly back to the center, extend through the legs. Now you're going to allow the left cheek to relax into the floor and reach the hands behind you. You got the choice to keep your hands next to your thighs maybe with the palms facing up so the hands can rest. Or you may have the ability to reach your hands behind your back and then interlace your fingers on your lower back. As you do that, the shoulders pull back and down, and the elbows resting down either side. So let's get into a double leg kick. Take a breath in, breathe out to reach the hands, knuckles towards the feet. Lift the chest and look in front of your mat. And then as you relax the upper body, hands down on your lower back, pick up your legs and kick towards your bottom feet arms. So that's 1, and 2, and 3. Extend into the arms, lift your head. Keep the chin away from the chest, look in front of your mat. And then the elbows relax as you place your right cheek down on the floor. Bring the feet towards the bottom 3 times. Find a little bit of strength in the back body, the texture and stretch in the front body. So every time you lift your upper body, you're really focusing on bringing the shoulder blades together. Place the opposite cheek down on the floor. Kick. Grow long through the front body. Keep the hip bones towards the floor. Now press the knuckles away. Maybe bring the heel of the hands together a bit more. Allow yourself to lift up. And remember, your option, if you can't quite get the hands onto the lower back, is to have the hands down by the floor. And you just wrist out of the upper body. As you pull your shoulders back, peel off the rib cage of the ground. This is your last one. Now let's do one more together. Press and drive the upper body off the ground. Keep the feet on the floor. Relax into the floor. Elbows relax on the side. And kick for 3, for 2, and your last one. Great work. Hands underneath your shoulders. Take a breath in. Breathe out to push out of the floor. Stretching through the arms, pushing the hips back. For a little release, you may put your forehead down here. Now walk your hands across towards your right side. Place the left hand on top of the right hand and just go a little bit nice longer through the left side body. And then we walk across through the middle towards the left, right hand on the top. Relax the head on the forearm or upper arm and feel the stretch in the right side body. Great. Coming back into the center, come and turn yourself over into a seated position. So you feel the hip bones, sit bones anchored down, the legs extended out in front of you, feet about hip width apart. As you sit up nice and tall, have your shoulders relaxed. If you've got any shoulder problems, you can walk your hands on the ground. Otherwise, you're going to work with the arms extended up above the head. So breathe in as you reach the arms above your head. Think about pulling the belly button to spine. As you breathe out, you got a big beach ball around your, underneath your chest. Roll over that big beach ball. Reach your hands towards the feet, maybe on the ground, or maybe just bring the hands together, interlace and press away. So take a lovely inhale. Feel that C shape in your spine. And then let your arms reach up. Exhale to relax your hands down by the side of your body. And we're going to repeat this one more time. Inhale as you rise, arms on the side or in the front. Breathe out, roll over. Feel the space between the vertebrae. Think about keeping the same distance between the rib and the hip, then in that lifted position. And then on the inhale, we lift up again. On the exhale, we relax down. So let's flow with this one. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to roll. Breathe in to rise. And breathe out to release. 2 more to go. A little bit more flexibility through the spine. Always creating a bit of ease in this one. So it's a little bit more relaxing for your mind, for your body. Great. One more time. You got the option to walk your hands alongside the floor. Feeling the length of the back of the leg. A little bit of bend in the knees if you feel and you're a bit tight through the hamstrings or lower back. And then let your hands relax completely. Hands behind you, point your toes away, open the chest. If you can, you may be able to lift out from here, or you may bend your knees and lift up into a tabletop. So act what we just done after the fold. Keep the chin tucked in, look forward, and relax your hips back into the floor. Nice job. So we got one more exercise here. You might want to shuffle forward, so you are at the front of your mat and roll yourself over down to the floor. Take a nice long body stretch and extend everything out. Bring your hands down by the side, the feet towards your bottom, feet hip width apart. Point your toes towards the short end of your mat. On your next inhale, tuck your tailbone under, get ready to lift. On the exhale, roll off with the spine, vertebra by vertebra, up into the top of your shoulder bridge. Feel that engagement through the back body, posterior chain is being fired up, and then we slowly release on the next out breath, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back and down into the floor. So take your time, you don't need to rush. So you can absolutely stay with this one. If you wish to do one more here with me, arms just resting by the side. You may hold on to the mat if you find that happening here. We're just trying not to grip too much. Make sure that you're doing the majority of the work with your back body. So as you lift up next time, let's add on a little bit of a challenge. Feel the back body engaging, and then let yourself be really stable through the shoulders and the feet. Get heavy on the left foot, take a breath in and breathe out to see if you can lift the right foot up and off the ground. And then allow the right foot to charge down as you inhale, exhale to lift up with the left foot. And we can keep going. As you move through the legs here, aim to keep your hips facing up. And if this one's causing you trouble, I'd like you to stay down and just roll up, do a leg lift or two, and then come back and down again. Nice work. We are going to add on. Lift that right leg, stay there. Maybe find an extension into the right leg. Bend the right knee, touch the foot back into the floor, and repeat this on the left side. Extend, go along through the leg. Try to keep these hips lifted, so if you feel that you're dropping through the hips as you extend the legs, or rather you stay with your bent leg. You can also maybe just lift a heel or a foot instead of the whole leg. Nice job. One more time. Let's stay up high. Take a rest, roll down if you need to. Come back in when you're ready. And your last one. Press down equally through the foot and slowly release down through the spine. Find the hips back and down into the ground. Knees in towards your chest. And then as you hug your knees in, take a side to side roll. Then draw a circle into the mat with your back. Go from the left to the right, and then the other way around, the right to the left. Allow your feet to come back into the ground. Open your arms wide, relax your shoulders away. Take a breath in, breathe out. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, lift up towards the ceiling, and find the right leg over the left leg. So you create a little bit of a knot with your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out to lift up the hips, push them over towards your right side, and allow the knees to roll down towards the left. This is a very intense stretch for the outer thigh and lower back, so if this is not for you today, bring the knees one on top of the other. And just rest in this releasing, detoxifying twist, neutralizing all that work we've done through the back and spine. Taking one more breath in. And using our next out breath, slowly roll back to center. Bring the hips back into the middle. Extend through the right leg, press through the heel. Now with your hands you may hold down the back of the thigh, maybe the back of the shin, use a band if you wish, and allow the left leg to extend. Take 3 more steady breaths in here. So this is just a shorter release. It's always nice to bring a bit of hydrating into the tissues, a bit of stretch. So one more time, breathing in, and then breathing out to bend your knee. Let's take a quick stop, bringing the right foot down, the left leg up, arms go wide, bring the left leg over the right thigh, pick up the hips, push the hips to the left, knees to the right, and you can use this right hand as always to maybe relax it on the top so you can create a little bit more of a stretching sensation in the lower back and the outer thigh. You're welcome to look down your arm as well for a little bit more twist in your spine. And breathe gently, allowing yourself to enjoy this stretch and release. It's always helpful to rest and relax our mind. Take one more inhale. Exhale to slowly release back to the center. Hips back to the middle, left leg extends to the ceiling, flex into the heel, and then holding the back of the thigh maybe a bit further up. Find your release through the shoulders and hold the spine down on the ground, extend through the right leg. Take that stretch into the back body. 2 more full breaths. Remember to try and find the length in the leg instead of letting the knee bend and the knee come to chest. If your leg is a bit further, but straight, you can add much more out of the stretch. So let yourself have one more inhale here. And on the next exhale, drive both knees in towards your chest. Find the hands down the back of your thighs. And let's have a little play, little roll. Knees up towards your chest and little roll upwards. Maybe you might even be able to fling the legs over your leg, rolling through the spine. Be careful if you got any trouble with the spine. And then as you come up next time, find your balance. Sit up, relax your shoulders down. Great job. Come and face me in your seated position. Allow your legs to come into a butterfly position, so sort of your feet together, the knees open wide, hands on the top of your shin. Relax your shoulders away, lift up through the heart, breathe in. And breathe out. You may tip forward with the back straight and line the elbows to gently open up and press to the knees wider. We're nearly there. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, next time gently lift up halfway. Bring your hands either side of through the front towards the thighs, the feet. And then let your hands gently rest on the fingertips. Take a breath in and breathe out. Gently look over your right shoulder and left shoulder and bring your right shoulder towards the middle. You might need to go a little wider to be able to dip. Come back to center as you inhale and dip your left shoulder towards the floor. Look with your eye gaze beyond your right shoulder. And then just a couple more like that. So just relaxing into the shoulders, bringing a little bit of twisting in the spine once again while the knees are open. If this is trouble for you, you can always cross your legs. And just one more each side. Bringing the shoulder towards the floor, relaxing through the neck. You might even close your eyes here. And then slowly find your way back to the center. Bring your hands back into the center. Let your legs cross. Allow yourself to find that resting seated position. And give yourself a thumbs up because you've done amazing. Well done. That's the end of your short session today. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a lovely day and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye.